I remember I was studying this mystic, his name is Osho, and was his message. He said that there's no purpose in life, there is no meaning, it's just to feel good. If you feel good, you feel happy, this is your
Yes.
purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to let the group channel because they can sometimes add a better perspective than maybe I
Okay, let's do
could.
that.
So I'll let them come in and respond
Thank
a little
you.
bit to it. Yeah. Well, we are in complete agreement with Osho because, you know, many of you think that when things are miserable in the world and there are wars and there are things that you are looking at that are dissatisfying, that you move to this righteousness, you move to this idea that you want to look like someone who cares a whole lot. So again, it is an egoic state that you move to when you try to show that you are going to be miserable because of the misery of others. But you are a contributor based upon how you feel. So if you continue to use this tactic or move this way in your life, you will only create more of that which you do not wish to see or do not like in the world. So we are in complete agreement that feeling good is the best thing that a human can do in their contribution to society as a whole and to themselves. You are being returned on sovereignly and individually. You are a creator. You are a God. You are a fractal of what you call God. There, Robin is correct when she told you that you are not rising up to heaven and you are not going down to hell. You are in an interactive, connective experience, and you are aware of yourself when you are not in the body. Robin's had a couple of out-of-body experiences and saw herself lying on the bed and asked the question prior to that, well, I know myself when I am not alive, when I am dead. Well, she popped out of the body and a voice said to her, do you know who you are? And she did. She felt exactly the same way that she did when she was in the body. And she realized in that moment that this life that you're living may end, but you will never end. You will know yourself. You will move from that body into the next world and you will not miss a beat. And so there is nothing to fear in the transitional state that many of you are afraid of.
So Athena said that we're not going anywhere. So we are here. All the realms of our existence are right here, where we are right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. The level of consciousness or the frequency that you hold is what grants you access to whatever reality you are experiencing yourself in. As your consciousness begins to rise, as you begin to love yourself and liken yourself to your source, that's the only prerequisite to entering what you call the kingdom of heaven, is the love of oneself. And what is it? The love of oneself is the acceptance of your free will choice to choose exactly how you feel in your experience and send that signal out to your creator to now create the opportunities for you that you would prefer to be feeling in physical form. And then as Robin said, every moment of every day, that source part of you is trying to deliver those nice things to you. And as it approaches your field, it picks up your frequency. Are you harboring a lot of hatred, anger, despair, anxiety? What are the low frequency experiences that you are getting? Because that would reveal the emotional content that's actually denying flow from reaching you. Why would you want to stop feeling a negativity when it comes up? We call a negativity a call to heal. That's all it is. It is the human letting you know in this experience, this is how you feel. What is being mirrored to you is being brought to you by the emotion you are carrying in the energy center, you see.
How does humanity's awakening or shifting consciousness is manifesting itself?
Well, what we would say is that a human believes or surmises, let's use that term, that this is a good world is created by good feelings. And that's not necessarily the case. When there are negative feelings that go out, they are quite pungent, I think you would agree, and they carry with them a very large frequency or charge of energy. It is a communicative signal that is being used, that when the divine receives it, it knows exactly what you want because of it. And so it matters not in the divinity part or what you would call heaven, whether you send a positive or a negative charge of energy. It is simply something that is used to depict through frequency how you would prefer to feel after what you have sent in what you felt, you see. So we want you to understand that there is no right and wrong. There is no good and bad. There is no judgment or condemnation, that a human is free to feel all of the emotions that are on the scale and that none of them are held against them. None of them are necessarily good or bad. Once you can grasp this concept that you are a signal sender, perhaps you can start to move yourself to mastery. What is mastery? Mastery knows that it is creating by how it feels. It stays in conscious awareness of the feeling. It doesn't move to a suffering feeling. Suffering isn't something that everyone is supposed to do or has to do. Suffering is something that happens in unconsciousness. I am not aware that I am choosing a feeling that I am creating with right now. I am attaching to it. I am thinking that I am jealous. I am thinking that I am angry. I am becoming the emotional charge, and therefore more and more mirrored results are going to be given to me. The universe will never agree to an outside cause for how you feel, because you are the creator of your experience. How could anyone else be doing it? You have to send out that signal. You are the one that picks and chooses. You can use someone as the excuse. You can say you don't like the way that they treated you, and therefore you sent out your anger and hate towards them, but really you've sent it out towards yourself, you see.
Okay, now, Athena, I have a question. Do you have this urgency to speak to Robin? This is why you're communicating to her. What is pushing you to do this, to deliver these messages to people?
She simply opened her energy centers. She had a Kundalini activation in her early 40s. It took a period of 20 years to clean out the garbage that was in there before we arrived. But once she did, and then once the channels are open, anyone can do this. This is not something that is isolated to a few rare few. If you would open up your field, if you had the interest in trying to figure out how your system really works, you too could be a channel. Anyone can do it.
Okay, so some people talk about hearing voices. Do they hear like higher beings like yourself, or they hear some lower beings?
Well, we will not speak to all that channel, but we would tell you that is not how Robin channels. She is not hearing anything right now. We have taken over her body. We are transmitting this through her consciousness, and therefore she will have very little remembrance of it. So there is not her hearing and repeating, and therefore it allows for a very smooth transition because we are simply talking through her. Now, a lot of people might think that that is something quite remarkable or unbelievable, but what do you think you're doing? How do you think it is that you're speaking through that body? You're doing the same thing. You just don't have awareness of it, you see.
Okay, Athena, thank you very much for work you're doing to awaken the humanity. But I have a question. Maybe it's not your department to speak about it. Are there other lower beings that also talk to people?
Absolutely. There are frequency matches that will draw onto a being the level of frequency that they are carrying. So, and especially if a human is quite fearful, quite full of angst and worry, they become susceptible or could be attached to or be projected through. And humans actually have this happen too. They don't realize it, that they can be interacted with and have no awareness that that is actually occurring in their frequency.
How can we recognize the people that have lower beings talking to them?
This is why we tell humans to be observant of themselves in the way that they feel. Robin has had several clients that are quite fearful, and they have seen other light workers or people who are teaching that have told them that they are to be fearful, that there are things that are going to possess them and all of these types of things. And we tell them that they are the one that determines reality. Reality isn't real. Reality is something that is formed by the being and the beliefs and the perceptions that they hold within themselves. If they give their power away to someone else and they believe that they have something to fear and they start to focus upon these types of things, they will create them and they will experience them, you see. Nothing's off the table. It is why consciousness is expanding to the degree that it is in every moment. It is expanding through thought. It is expanding through knowledge, wisdom, desire. All of those things are contributing. And every human is expressing in multi-universes at one time. So every choice that you have really has many, 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 many choices that could be made that would be different than perhaps the one that you chose. And those are actually being lived out or added to consciousness, you see.
Okay, so basically no fear. Live,
No fear. Why would you
live in
fear
love,
when
not in fear.
no one creates in your experience except for you? You could agree that someone made you mad. You could agree that someone has insulted you. You could agree to those things. You could agree that someone might possess you. And then the emotion that you would carry in regard to that would make you a match to it. There are all kinds of studies in your world that are going on. Don't drink a glass of wine. Don't do this. Don't do that. Or this and this and this will happen. But the ones that are joining that stream of consciousness are proving it to be true because they believe in it, you see. You have an individual universe, one that you are constructing for your own, for yourself. Now, you can decide to pull in or to join another's fear or another's analysis of what they think might do you harm, and you will become part of that study. That's up to you. There is no right and wrong. There is no good and bad. But we are here to try to help humans get the reality that they prefer, not the one that they accidentally stumble upon in their sloppy thought patterns, you see.
Can you hear me okay? All right.
We can hear you, yes.
Athena, are you still there, Athena?
Yes, we are here. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
yes.
What do you look like? I mean, I know there is no body. I mean, how can we perceive you? Let's say if we want to get in contact with you, Athena, how do we do that?
Mm-hmm. So are you speaking necessarily for yourself? How would you have an exchange with me? What are you asking?
Yeah, let's say if I want to get in contact with you, what do I do?
Mm-hmm. Well, you would have to believe that you can do it. You would actually have to carry a frequency that would be matching to us. So how did Robin match us? Well, some of her desire that was received by her was that she could be more outspoken, was that she could be more assertive. Let's use that term. She lacked a little confidence. She was not that assertive. She was not someone who would necessarily speak her truth. She would more hold it, yeah? And so we became a match to her because the divinity aspect of her expanded in those ways by her not being those ways. And this is what we mean about there is no positive or negative. There is no right and wrong. Whatever you are feeling is being received by the divinity aspect of you, and then you are expanding to that higher new version of yourself, you see. So that connective part of her connected to the power of Athena, or the stream of consciousness of which she belonged to, where a woman could be both powerful and soft at the same time, you see. And so we were a match. All of the people who are channeling are in some way matching the frequency of the channel that they are conducting their business with. And it is something that satisfies both them and the one that is channeling through them. It is a direct match. It is a matching thing, you see.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that. I think that was not a very good question from my side, but I appreciate the answer very much. I know.
Let us speak to you in our native tongue, your native tongue, actually. What is it that you really want to ask? What is it that you really feel about the exchange that we're having? What is it that you think about channel or channelers? We would like to hear from you. Yeah?
I don't know. I have a mixed feelings about it. I didn't realize it completely how this works. I have some belief in it.
What is it that is pertinent or beneficial to you in the life that you are now living on the plane that you are now in, you see? This becomes speculative. This becomes something that someone has to decide whether it is believable or not, because there is nothing to support it other than the words that come from our mouth, you see. So it is not a position or a place of which we care to be in very often, because we do not wish to impose thought or ideals onto people that they have to then choose to believe because we have given it to them. We want you to feel our exchange in the reality that you are in, and if it benefits you, then to apply it and to use it and to make your life better because of it.
I ask the questions, where do the departed souls go to? And you cannot answer this question. You say that it's not something we're going to understand, or what?
Well, how can we answer a question to someone who holds a perception of separateness? We told you the answer, that they are reabsorbed back into the whole, but that they carry an individualistic spark or soul or something that is capable of re-experiencing itself again and again and again. You see, everything does.
So the souls are absorbed back into the oneness. And then they manifest again in different forms.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. For example,
Yes.
what kind of forms they manifest themselves?
What would your desire be, you see? What is it that you would hold? What frequency is it that would satisfy you? There, you are a limitless being. You are one that has free will, free choice to discover yourself in any existence that you are interested in. Yeah. It is not something that we are going to discuss in great detail because we do not find it applicable to your present life.
But people are curious where they're going to go when they die. They want to know. They want to have some kind of assurance. Their life.
You don't go anywhere. What did Robin describe to you in her out of body experience? She was awareness. She was awakeness. She was aware of herself as she was not occupying her body. So whatever it is that is you, whatever it is that knows that you are you, will continue long after you leave this body into eternity.
So there is no death.
There is no death. There is a transitional moment or second when you move from the body into the soul aspect or expression of yourself, but you have full recall. You remember everything. You know everything that you have experienced. None of it is not available to you. All of it is available to you.
So why then people forget everything when they come back on Earth, reincarnate here?
The body, the frequency of in third density of which the body is inhabited in, cannot hold the frequency of the information or the amount of data that would be contained within a being. Most humans, the three lower entities. We told you before that the chakras hold the keys to the human existence. They are the sending and receiving devices between you as a human and the divinity aspect of yourself. When you come in, your energy has to be shrunk down or condensed in order to inhabit the low frequency planet of which you are coming into. So the amount of data and the high frequency emanation of which you come from could not be contained in the body that you are in. As one starts to expand spiritually and starts to understand how the body works, it is what we teach, they begin to expand their upper energy centers. They start to open up the fourth, fifth, and the higher centers in the body. In the opening of these centers, you become capable of holding more light and therefore more information and more about yourself, you see.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I understood everything this time. Right now I understood.
We believe you. Yeah.
No,
Amadaria kotorosha kikiatria titikiata ta kotorosho tiria pa kikitania torokosho tiria adri kopadiatri kotorosho tirikianania tirikapadiatri kushi. This would be the divine part of you saying, we know that you are understanding. He is saying he wants you to adapt or bring in that easygoing, fun part of yourself that you are when you are not in your work or you are not doing an interview. He says, show your fun side a little bit more. Relax, open the buttons on your shirt. Let it loose, yeah. He's saying he can't stand the seriousness. He really wants you to relax, you see.
Well, it's very good advice, by the way, yeah.
What do you think of that?
Next time I'm going to put my t-shirt, I want to go to the beach, I'm going to sit relax. And I'm going to put some...
He's saying take the shirt off. Don't wear the t-shirt. Come with no shirt at all.
That's good. Yeah. I'm going to lose all my subscribers if I do that.
He said, no, quite opposite. He is saying he's sorry. He doesn't always get this opportunity to speak to you, but he is wanting to let you know that this meeting is more for you than it is for anyone else. He's saying that he wants you to set yourself free, that he wants you to be spontaneous, that he wants you to be free and to wear whatever you want, say whatever you want, and be that person that person, patitikya, tashotatia, that he knows that you are. He is feeling you. He has felt you. Patitikyata, patitikoshotanidia, patikyatadio shotatikya. You could be having so much more fun, he says. So much more fun.
Yeah, well, this last 5 minutes has been more authentic. I feel like I was in touch with the Athena, because before, in the beginning of the interview, I was trying to ask some questions that everybody would be interested in, but now I'm just asking questions that I'm interested in.
There's interesting than you. There's nothing more great than an exchange emotionally, feeling, and touching. He is saying, don't worry about what you think people want to hear. Ask what you want to hear. You will become so rewarded. You will become so satisfied in your work when you realize that people are interested in you, in what you think, and in what you feel.
Yeah.
He
Well,
wants
thank
to
you.
have another meeting, he is saying.
Well, Athena, I think I become friends right now with you. You just got into my heart right now, you know?
No, but you let us in, you see. You opened the door.
That's a good point. That's an excellent point. I feel like crying. Yeah.
What did we say when light language comes? It cleans the vessel. Let me give you a bath in love. Let me tell you how great you, all that you have lived and all that you have done. You have more of yourself, you see. You have never done anything wrong. Be only yourself. Be true to yourself. Know that you are the most interesting person in the room. We sit here now with the real man, not the shell of a man, not somebody that is asking questions that they think others might want the answer to. But we sit with the real you, the feeling you. Yeah? And we like the feel of it.
Yeah, I like this kind of interviews, and I like this kind of interviews the most. Not the ones that I force questions and that force, like you said, that's other people wants to hear. I feel fake about that, because everybody is talking about the consciousness, the shift, the stuff like that, which everybody is interested in. But I just want to talk about simple things, like about myself, what do I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because how you feel is so important.
Because it's my podcast, and if anybody watches, fine. If not, it's okay. I'm going to have just 2 viewers.
There's no mistake. We did not end up on your doorstep by any mistake. You summoned us. You called us in, you see. We are sending you in the direction of your feeling self, of the importance of how you feel individually, each and every soul that watches this podcast, to be aware of how you feel.
I love that. Very good, very good messages, Athena. You're my friend now.
Yeah, we have gotten in your heart, haven't we?
Yeah. Thank you.
Of everything that you have ever done, of every judgment, of every condemnation, of every wrongdoing that you've held against yourself, we wash you clean. We should say you wash you clean.
Yeah.
Because you have to take it. You have to know your own beauty, your own value. Paniatoro koshoneriate kete pukoshoteniata dikiata poshoneriaka. We don't care whether you play this broadcast or not. We know why we are here. We are here in support of you, in love of you, in the growth of you. We are here to push you to the highest possible level.
I love it. What happened here, we switched to Zoom and I got relaxed because I was not going to be concerned about interruption internet anymore, because I was really concerned. I was looking all the time here when it was going to disconnect. So now I became myself because I stopped feeding. It was fear.
Yeah.
It was fear of the internet disconnection, and that obstructed my authenticity. I couldn't be myself.
Yeah. You are perfectly yourself now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
it
crying.
is with great honor, great joy. Please do. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if I'm crying or not. Almost.
Yeah. Let it go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let go what holds you separate from that grand universe that's been created by you for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Athena, anything else would you like to tell me? Just like whatever you feel like saying.
This is the divine part of you saying, set yourself free. Wear whatever the hell you want. Say whatever you want. Be who you want to be. Never have a guest that you think is better than you, higher than you, different than you. He's saying, put your chest out and be the power that you are.
Athena, can I ask you to repeat that? I'm making notes here. I'm going to put that in my podcast description. Set yourself free, because it's the name of my show, About Freedom Show. So let's set yourself free.
Yeah.
What else? You probably forgot what
be who you want to be. Say what you want to say.
Okay, be what you want to be.
You have it all on recording. It is all recorded.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, good. Look at you.
You're going to have it all.
Be what you want to be.
First and foremost, start having fun. Start asking things from your own curiosity.
Although I've done 100 podcasts already, but sometimes I do a podcast which I love, It's so amazingly done. It's just like you get 1,000 views only, and I'm disappointed. But sometimes I make like a little bit sensational title, description. It gets a lot of views, but I don't feel good inside about it, because it feels like I'm cheating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
he is saying that this one has had that experience too. She could use the sensationalizing titles, but has chosen not to.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But you use very simple title that describes the podcast, that describes the conversation 100%, and nobody wants to watch it. You get very few views. But then again, you know what? I'm just doing it for myself.
You should always be feeling excited. You should always be having fun. You should always be looking forward to. And if you're not having those emotions, then you need to shift or move or change the direction that you are applying yourself in. You will never get the big numbers or what is satisfying to you in a dissatisfying state. Claim it. I am dissatisfied. Yeah, I am not liking what it is I am doing. And so rather than being victimized by it or feeling as though you are not achieving the success that maybe you hoped that you would, just stand in witness of it and allow the releasing of it. And this is what will open you to the flow of what gets created by it. Everything that you have intended or do intend is received instantaneously and acted upon. And so it is never about working harder. It is never about creating something better, because better is created the moment you feel, you see. Everything exists the moment you desire it or feel it. And so it is there. Now I must look within myself. What is it that I hold that does not match the frequency of unconditional love? What is it that is being mirrored to me in my experience that I am seeing over and over again and feeling a frequency in a lower tone? These would be the things that I need to attend to, not by forcing myself to change or regretting that I have felt something that I think I should not have felt, but by being the witness. As I become the witness, I become likened to my source. I have complete freedom. I have free will. I am allowed to feel these things, but I am not allowed to think that there is anything outside of me that has created in my experience. If I think that, if I believe that, the universe will expand my suffering. So suffering is created by me, for me, so that I want to continue direction or not.
Okay, we got 7 minutes here remaining in Zoom. So let me ask Athena or Robin if you would like to mention something here, let's say a website or a book or a course or something. Would you like to share that or not?
Absolutely. Yeah. We have several things available on our website. Yeah, we have a live Q&A, regular transmissions, both recorded out several times a week. We have group Kundalini activations that come every 6 months, where we take 20 people at a time. We have individual activations. We have 1-hour sessions with Robin and the Athena group that are done. There are often light language exchanges, such as what we have had to that kind of cut right through. It is not uncommon to have an emotional response. Many of Robin's clients have moved to the crying stage, by the light language, because frequently it is that will drive out anything that is held within a being that is of a lower tone, or something that is creating negative mirrors in their experience. Yeah. They can find us at Athena and Truth, both on our website, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, all under the same name, you see. Well, we've enjoyed our interaction with you.
Well, I enjoyed it. The second part of the interview was great, at least for me. So because I relaxed, we've been on Zoom, and I was different. I let go of the fear of internet disconnection. So
let us leave you with one final bid farewell. Yeah. I give to you my deepest gratitude and appreciation and love and admiration. I wish for you that from this day forward, that you are changed, that you are free, that you feel the ease, the laughter, the fun, the personality that you have is set free. There is no one, certainly not me, that stands in judgment or condemnation of anything that you have lived in your life. Let it all go. You are a God that is expressing in form. We are complete.
Thank you very much.
Well, that turned into a whole new ball game, didn't it?
Yeah, I like it. I love it. I don't want to talk about the shifting consciousness and what's going to happen 2026. Forget about that. This is what's important, what you feel inside every one of us. Yeah, thank you, Athena.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Robin.
Yeah. And that's the thing that's going to get us where we want to go.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to let you go.
Well, it's my great pleasure. Thank you for having me on. Yeah, thank you so much. You have a wonderful night.
And thanks for your patience.
Maybe we'll see you again someday.
Thank you for your patience with my internet and everything else.